as the medium of instruction?
Why not have both? You have a medium of instruction, but teach fluency in English right from the beginning.
So a child
Because
learns both.
you are now in the 21st century. You are going to compete in a different domain.
Absolute.
Right?
I think you said it well, because this is very important. As you rightly said, it's a very, very controversial subject, but I think you put it in the right spirit. I think people understand. Let mother tongue as well as English go together and we'll progress faster.
Absolutely.
Ashok, private schools in Bangalore do not reach as many children as government schools are able to. You know that. Reach means taking in more.
Not true.
Very few, very few.
Not true.
Well, we'll see. According to World Bank estimates, just 20% attend private schools in India. This is what. But government schools lack the infrastructure to provide quality education. How does KLP address this issue?
Okay, so first of all, you have to get the context right. It is very true that 80% of our children in the state, and I am not saying Bangalore, in the state, go to government primary schools. No doubt about that. We know about infrastructure. And as Share Your Story becomes more and more popular, we will get more and more data,
Yes.
and we will be able to help the concerned officers make the right decisions, based on good solid data that's available from the ground. This is one clear issue, right? The second one is that Bangalore has 50%, as many private schools as there are government schools.
In Bangalore?
In Bangalore, right? So you will see people from, and they can be expensive schools and they can be what are called budget schools. Both ends of the spectrum you will see. And you can also see a trend, and there is a book by this gentleman called James Tooley, where he has documented that people are leaving government schools and migrating to low budget private schools in large numbers, simply because of a lack of accountability, right? The answer to that is not shut down government schools. The answer to that is improve the quality.
That's true.
Right? You don't throw out the baby with the bath water, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So you go and fix the problem, right? And if you can bring that in here, there's no need to shut down anything and create controversy around it, which we had recently, right?
Yes,
there's no
yes,
need to do that.
They
You just improve the quality of education, everyone will be back, everything will be normal. So that's really the second, the portion of this, your question that you asked.
Fine. Ashok, what is the status of Anganwadi schools? Does KLP have a special initiative to upgrade these schools?
Well, Anganwadis are not schools. Anganwadis are centers,
right?
And they are run by the government under the ICDS scheme, as I told you. And under that scheme, the center will provide health, education and nutrition to children between 0 and 6 years, right? So there is a education component there. It's preschool education, which is what I described to you about motor skills, cognitive skills, and so on. So we track all of that at Akshara and put that data, make that data available on KLP.
Ashok, does KLP propose to participate in midday meals too, by involving big corporates or Akshay Patra, as you rightly said, to provide food rich in vitamins and iron? Have you approached the center or the state government over it?
Okay. Akshara is not competent to make that statement. Like I said, the KLP is a framework. We want everyone to align to support the child. And we certainly want all the other NGOs that provide midday meals to primary schools, Anganwadis, whatever it is, to come, and they need to measure height, weight and body mass index. Right? So they also need to measure certain things. It's not about just delivering food. What is the impact of you delivering food? If I give a child 1500 calories a day, will she learn better in math? Right? So you see the power.
So just mere giving food is not enough.
Well, So there's multiple things. So you can actually, once you start to see the framework called KLP bloom, your data and my data can work together and say, okay, when you feed the child, does she perform better? Intuitively, answer is yes, right? But we start to have actual data, evidence to prove that, which means we can drive back into government and say, don't forget that the important thing is feeding the child, 1500 calories or whatever the number is, right? But that is competence that others who are in that field bring in. The platform is available for them.
Have any